Right?
Right?
Hello? onwards. To catch up, I believe it was Kardoc and Devon. You guys were absent last week.
Absent for the past 2
so,
weeks.
well, I'm specifically glossing over
You know
that.
what? Fuck you.
Yeah, I was trying to be nice.
Damn,
So
bro.
what ended up happening is, so for Devon, the whole run up is you guys came to this archipelago where you had set sail for a million years ago. The boys, made landfall and found some shitty abandoned villages and met a couple really interesting enemies. They traveled to the secondary village down here and met an old elf named Walton down there. And then proceeded to have some fun shenanigans. They went and visited his house and then got stalked all night by crazy shadow creatures. Helped him move all of his shit onto the boat, so Captain Nephis now has another resident temporarily. An old, very eccentric elf apothecary who is very happy to not be alone.
It's an elf, don't worry.
An old man.
Another
Yeah.
eccentric one.
Another old elf, and he's brought some robots with him.
Great.
From there,
Warforged.
after having persuaded, convinced, or otherwise just requested that the vagabonds move effectively all of the collected knowledge of his people off the island so that he could also leave the island, he realized that he had forgotten an important artifact, a special gift of the king to his people, and it's sitting in the castle, in a castle in the north. And at the end of the session, you guys had set sail to go visit this place.
It's fucking dimwit.
So for Carlos and Nephis, that's effectively what happened last week.
I have the wrong name, not that it matters.
You move things along, or am I genuinely just forgetting shit?
What do you mean? That's where I remember you left off. What were you guys doing?
We
The
were
last thing
moving.
I remember was he wanted to set off for the place, and we still had like half of the shit left to move.
We were,
Oh, okay. I'm
we were
sorry. I
moving
forgot about the
knowledge.
I forgot about the amount of shit that there still was. You're right. I had forgotten that you guys hadn't finished that part of the
Something
job
might
yet.
be happening
We'd
tonight.
done like 4 out of 12 crates or something like that.
Yes, that's right. So yeah, there's a bunch of crates and they have to be moved over long distance. So the fellas have been doing that, and then the two of you, Nephis and Carlos, have been loading them from the shore to the ship with the rowboat.
Sounds like something I'd do, I guess.
Slave labor.
Well, like you basically
Cut
have to
from the same
move
cloth now.
2 crates once every 6 hours. So it's not been a backbreaking job for you guys.
If Carlos
It hasn't really been a backbreaking job for the other
if
guys
Kardoc
either because
was
they've been
here,
using the
he would
robots.
have done it. I know that he would have.
Oh, you totally would have.
Oh, you guys RP for me wrong.
That's
You're
right.
making the niggas fucking do all the work.
Whoa.
Whoa. Okay. Yeah. So there we go. So I guess we left off. That would have been in. So you would have had 4 crates back. I don't think you guys traveled back to the mansion, did you? Or the abbey?
We're currently
we went to the
on
Abbey.
watch.
We completed the second night at the Abbey, and then he was going to set off in the morning for wherever the relic thing was, and I was going to go with him.
Okay. So we'll start that morning. You guys wake up after watch.
We are currently on watch. The Warforged are currently asleep because they used too much battery, and there are creatures everywhere in the dark.
I need my book.
Someone hasn't done their readings.
I haven't. I've been very busy this week, and I'm running a little bit off of memory here.
It's okay.
I really am. I'm kind of.
It's more than
fucking
one
looking
of
for
us.
There we go. All right. I found my note amongst all of the other notebooks. I lost the cover to it, so now it's harder to find.
I made caramels and
Hell yeah, dude.
That's all I've been eating all day.
Yo, that's pretty cool.
They're so good, dude.
Okay, there we go. I'm at my place. I have my place. So.
I've spotted a
yes.
whale, and it's time to set sail.
Set sail to the whale. So, yes, it is nighttime. You guys are on watch. There's shit all around you. And I believe it's the 2 elves and
That's right.
And Vazrai go to
Vazrai who
sleep.
are. Yeah, I can't remember because I remember that, everybody was staying up for a certain point, and then Vazrai was going to bed, and then it was just the 2 elves on.
I'm spending 2 hours on watch with this dog that I have acquired.
Yeah, your little dog.
I have a dog now, apparently.
What
Dog.
dog was it? I genuinely don't remember.
It was like a
It was a
pit bull
pit
mix.
bull, yeah. But yeah, I was gonna spend 2 hours. I want to say that I failed my perception check when I was on watch, and then eventually, when I was done with watch, went to go curl up in a corner with the dog. So
I do
to sleep.
remember you failing your perception check because
I remember you succeeding on only one the entire session.
yeah, but that was the one perception check to notice that something fucked up was happening. I think that was one of the
To
reasons
rule
why
them all.
Vazrai ended up being part of a search party. Anyways, okay, so we'll get that point. So the two elves are on watch, and we'll do some fresh perception rolls for the session.
Does Vazrai need to roll or no?
I don't know if I need to roll, so I'm just gonna roll.
Vazrai's going to bed, so it'll be the 2 elves, as I'd said, as I'd mentioned previously.
Okay.
Oh, that's my chair. 17 active, 8 passive, 26. Okay. So if you guys recall, the first night you were there, you had seen visual evidence of ghouls pacing around in the dark like coyotes. And once again tonight, you see packs of ghouls, sort of roaming the perimeter, just out of sight, just out of the light of the torches. While the 2 of you, I believe, have dark vision, and the torchlight itself doesn't matter. That's just a reference for where those animals are staying away from, so you can see them quite well. And alongside the ghouls are, how do I put back? Some strange-looking monsters that I would like you to both roll Arcana to see if you can identify.
Is this me doing?
The both of you.
Okay. Yeah. Dang it. I guess, yeah, I have a wizard with me, so no big deal.
No big deal. $17. Yeah, the smarty pants was able to figure it out.
What
Have
does
the
he
Moreji
figure
already
out?
been introduced to you?
No.
I wanted to make sure that I wasn't doing a roll for no reason. So these creatures have these monsters are similar to ghouls in appearance, but they are much more wicked and malformed. They're standing around a little bit less than 6 feet tall, but they're super. Yes, last session was the Divik. That's right. That's the one that you guys met in the cave. This Moreji, they seem to be the pack leaders of these ghouls. The ghouls are revolving around them as the alpha, and as you watch them stalking the perimeter, you can hear sort of faintly in the distance them giving strange chirpy commands. to the ghouls around. You are aware that Marezi are demons of the abyss, and they are quite. They are known to be wicked and dangerous. And that's what you know.
Undead and demons. Great.
Listen, I'm just trying to spice things up from my usual undead and
Does Peleus say that?
Does Peleus say that?
Yeah, sure.
Demons. What do you mean by that?
I give a basically a college lecture on the fucking
Hell yeah. Oh yeah.
the
A detail that I forgot to mention that that Peleus would definitely know is that Dorasane, which is the king of ghouls, who corrupted he was responsible for corrupting a number of elves, and from that is how Marezi were born. So they're essentially like demon elves, undead demon elves. Well, not undead, but they're demon. They're quite fucking nasty. So that's one of the big things that you know about them, and that's probably why they were like taught in one of the colleges somewhere in Morwen. Just a fun little.
Would Peleus know if these demon elves are demon drow as well?
Peleus can roll history if he would like to see if he recalls that.
Vin would ask him about that if Peleus would mention such things. I think he would under the college lecture thing that he mentioned.
That type of detail is sort of lost to time. Of all the histories that have been recorded of this sort of event, so it never really specified exactly which subspecies of elf was affected by these by Dorasane. It was just mentioned that elves had been corrupted. So it's theoretically possible that it could have been a mixture of elves. Maybe it could have just been one type of elves, but there's no conclusive evidence that you've seen in the past.
Does Peleus relay this information?
Yes.
Perhaps the Spider Queen seeks retribution.
Oh.
Yes, I had to spend time in the abyss, and in order to escape, I had to deceive her. Or deceive her subjects, rather.
Well, I mean,
It was the only way.
unless you're a powerful sorcerer or wizard, that is pretty much the only way you're getting to another plane.
I would like to think more highly of my intellect.
Just for the sake of like the scene, like nothing's approaching into the torchlight. It seems as though they're quite content to stay beyond the perimeter for the next little while.
Oh, are they like just outside the edge of the light?
Yeah, they're just outside the edge of the light and they're roaming back and forth. So both of you are able to see quite easily what's going on. It's just that Peleus is actually able to identify the Moreji that are leading packs of ghouls that are just sort of like stalking the perimeter.
I didn't realize how imminent a threat this was.
Well,
How
yeah.
far away are they?
The torches on the perimeter extend. I believe last time I said 150 feet out beyond the walls of the abbey, and so they are just beyond the dim light. And I believe torches cast 60. An additional 20 feet, so 190 feet is where they are. And seeing as they're in a big pack, I guess we could just call them even 200 for the sake of the fact that they're spread out. They're not all walking in a line.
Can either of us tell approximately how far, or not how far, sorry, how many there are?
So
Approximately?
there is, yeah, the packs of monsters are about, none of them number more than 10. But none of them number less than 6. So there's 6 or more, including the Moreji that leads each pack. And right now you have counted, and this is over the past several minutes of sort of college lecture, idle observation, standing on watch. Like some of them leave the area or they roam around, like not out of sight for you guys, but they're circling slowly, and some of them leave and then a new one arrives, but they're small packs. There's one Moreji and then the rest ghouls. Several packs. You're looking at about 6 packs right now.
6
remembering
packs of 6? Damn.
6 packs of between 5 and 10.
Oh.
Effectively.
Okay.
5 and 9. Sorry, 6 and 9.
So we're
Keep
not
forgetting
able
to count in the Moreji.
So we're not able to tell exactly, but there could be at minimum like 50?
You're looking at a ballpark total of between 30 to 50. If you take time to count, which means I now have, I'm going to count totals for. So there's.
No, I mean if you want it to be like nebulous, like they're moving in and out of like our
It is
dark
quite
vision,
nebulous.
that's fine. I'm not trying to like squeeze an exact number out of you. That's fine.
Okay, yeah, they are moving in and out. There aren't more than a healthy handful. It seems like they come along, spend some time, hang out. Some of them stay longer than others, and then sometimes more come, and then one might leave. And this is happening over the course of like half an hour to an hour because you guys have been on watch for a little while. As I'd stated earlier, though, they're not really like pushing their luck. They don't seem to be too interested in advancing themselves. And unless, actually, no, is there anything you care to do now that you like sort of reviewing the scene around you?
Are they like actively afraid of the light, or are they just not approaching?
My most appropriate description for this as an analogy, like I always do, it's kind of like, it's kind of like coyotes that are stalking around a campfire. It's not that they're scared of the light, they're just kind of like keeping to the darkness, because the darkness is their friend. The darkness also just happens to be your friend too. So for them, they're keeping out of sight.
All right.
Let us hope that they don't brave the light. Vin would begin casting Dancing Lights cantrip, and it has a range of 120 feet. And I can make 4 torch-sized lights within range, making them appear as torches or glowing orbs that hover in the air for the duration. I can also combine all 4 lights into one glowingly, vaguely humanoid form to medium size. Each light sheds dim light for a 10-foot radius. I would have it be a humanoid form, and I would have it like stalk around the outside perimeter of the light.
How far out, like because the torch has bright light and dim light. So how close to the edge are you going to that dim light?
I would go as far as I can push it to the dim light within
So
my
basically,
120 foot range.
Sure. Is
And
there
I'd
anything?
also like to be on the roof.
Okay, you are on the roof.
Hell yeah.
Is there anything in the spell's description that talks about what would happen if the light was attacked? Or is it just considered like a translucent object that doesn't really have any physical substance?
I don't think it has any physical substance.
Cool. So then it'll be all flavor, which is totally fine by me. So as your figure begins stalking the perimeter, several ghouls as part of a pack that's closest by, they saunter over close, and as soon as they get close enough, within like about 30 feet of it, you see them launch into an attack. And as soon as the first ghoul leaps through the light and just sort of like fizzles through the light, and it recomposes itself back into the humanoid shape, the second ghoul kind of like swipes at it, and the other ones, realizing that it's nothing actually edible, they sort of linger for a minute and then wander back to their hissing Moreji, who is still standing quite far away where it was originally just hanging.
They are quite intelligent for such feral beasts.
Well, they were once elves, the leaders.
Not anymore. I guess that's all I will do.
Totally fine. Peleus, are you interested in doing anything, or are you just going to continue to stay on watch for now?
No, I'm just gonna stay and watch unless something happens that requires my attention. I'm just gonna wait till dawn.
All right. So, in the third third of the night, the last 2 hours you guys are on watch, I'll get you to roll me another set of perceptions.
Ooh.
But this is the last watch till.
Ooh.
Oh. Fazra is having wonderful dreams of Bahamut and happy kobolds. What's your passive perception, Vinshenzo?
I believe 15 as well.
15.
Yeah.
So Vinshenzo, while you do notice that the sort of the same routine has basically happened all night, packs of things coming and going. Peleus, you notice
You have
that
plus in perception. Wouldn't your passive perception be 20?
It kind of matters at this point based on the film, but
I don't think expertise stacks with passive perception. I think it's only if you have a proficiency. If that's what you mean.
I mean, expertise doubles your proficiency bonus, and if you have proficiency in persuasion or in perception, you do add it to. You add your proficiency bonus to the passive
wisdom perception.
Oh, I guess it does, yeah.
In other words, Vin's eyeballs are amazing.
He just suddenly gained the benefit of all the carrots he ate.
Okay. 20.
Delayed carrot ingestion.
20 is your okay. Wow, fuck. So I don't have to worry about being selected. So you see it as well, idly. Some of them are Regi, 3 of them that come into the region with their little entourage. Seem not right. And by not right, I mean they look more appropriate. They look more human. They look less disfigured and hunched and misshapen. Their skin, while it is looking like it's pale and sickly, is clear, untarnished. Looks more like a person, but you can tell it's starting to rot. You can tell that the long ass claws that are extending from the hands, very obviously a Mareji, but it looks very human as well at the same time. Noticeably human, but also noticeably still a demon. But aside from that interesting new addition, there is no taken upon the Abbey tonight. And as the sun begins to rise and the robots wake up and Walton begins to crow because there's no roosters, your watch has ended.
Hell yeah. So it's like daybreak now?
Yeah. It's beginning of morning routine.
What happens to the ghouls? Do they leave?
Yes, as the night begins to fade into day, they withdraw, not in any sense of haste, but they just pad away into the distance until they are no longer in sight.
That's good. I would inform those waking up of what happened at night. Be right back, just a sec.
Awesome. So Vazra, you've been fully filled in on what happened overnight while you were sleeping.
You're telling me that there was an army of monsters out there.
Just to be clear, this is like the first time this has happened.
This
No.
This is the first time they've like cited and identified these monsters, but the previous night there was stuff lurking. It just wasn't as active.
And just to recap, are we on the ship right now, or are we in
The two of you are on the ship. You and Nephis are currently
Okay.
on the ship. The plan, as far as the two of you are aware, is that in the morning your comrades will be returning from the Abbey with another 2 crates, because they can only do 4 crates a day with the
Copy
amount of
that.
time it takes. It's a 6-hour round trip to and from the Abbey. So yeah, they'll be coming in the morning with crate 5 and 6.
So everything is fine as far as I know.
Yeah, I'm sure the two of you might have been informed about, like, actually, I'll leave that up to the other vagabonds to decide what they might have told their friends.
Coco continues to walk about the ship.
Vin, would you have been keeping Carlos and Nephis in the loop about what's been going on when you guys are traveling back and forth when you see them?
Yeah,
All right.
I would inform them
Copy that.
about last night's events.
You haven't been there yet.
Oh, we will be.
You will be there. Yeah, you will be going there soon. I just we were just double checking because it's been 2 days worth of visiting
I'll cast
visiting the two of them
Sending
periodically.
to do it.
It's up to you.
Dozens of ghouls outside the Abbey last night. They did not approach past the light. To Captain Nephis.
Hell yeah.
Yes. Aye, we'll keep a watch on the ship.
That is an actionable piece of intel.
Yeah.
Yes. That is a good intel. That is a good knowledge.
All right. Well, it is morning tide. The robots are charged. Walton is ready. He tried to make breakfast for you guys, but once again, Ragus forced him not to.
Yeah, get that fucking goblin cooking. Have
Yeah,
him slaving
cooks.
away.
He cooks another nice breakfast, and
Oh yeah.
Better.
and Walton and the robots wait for your guys' and wait for you guys to be ready, essentially.
Well, unless we have other business to do here, especially involving this artifact, I feel that we should probably get this history out of here first before we consider looking for this so-called artifact. I understand that it is important, but I feel that the history of your people is more important than whatever artifact this is.
Roll me persuasion.
All right.
Can I roll persuasion too?
18.
To persuade him to not listen?
Yes, but let's wait until we've seen the result. Persuasion 18. Okay, he sees your
Nice.
point. Peleus, counterpoint.
Well, if it's as powerful as you say, we should probably not wait and let it fall into the hands of these monsters.
All right, persuasion me.
I will persuasion you with my +0.
He's gonna persuade you so hard.
The luck
Wait,
of the
can I-
the luck of the
Can I give
dice.
Peleus Bardic Inspiration?
I'm gonna say it's too late for that because he already rolled.
But I don't know the result yet.
I know the result though.
Okay. Well, yeah.
He told me there were no bonuses and he rolled a 10.
My counterpoint,
You don't get a counterpoint. He gets to make his decision now, and his decision is to stick with the party. And he says, "Ah, yes." Oh no, that's not his voice. Shit. Oh yes, it would be fine to get everything out of here. I don't want the ghouls to come in and make a mess. Yeah, leaving all this history unattended is just as dangerous as leaving that artifact. At least I know the artifact is somewhat safe.
Hmm. Perhaps the Elder One is right. It would be valuable information to help discern where exactly we've found ourselves in these new lands.
If you want to roll persuasion as well, you can.
Sure. Persuasion. 14.
Gotcha. You can roll for your counterpoint as well, Knight.
Okay.
We're all trying to convince the old man which way to go. See who's most convincing.
14.
Oh wow.
He's
Shit.
arguing with the Lord.
As I said, Master Drow, the artifact is well protected. My crates full of knowledge and information are not. Once we leave this abbey, it's easily accessible.
Yeah, I'm agreeing with him. Vin has changed his mind.
Oh, okay. Well, in that case, fuck. Sorry, I thought when you said the elder one, I thought you were saying Peleus, and you were arguing on his side.
No.
That's what I was understanding too.
No,
Perfect. Well,
Vin is arguing with the guy to bring the information back to Sanctuary so we can study it and maybe discern where we've ended up.
Oh yeah, he absolutely wants to bring everything back. What they were debating was, did they go and get the artifact now and then come back and grab the rest of the crates, or do they finish loading the crates and then go grab the artifact? Because Peleus is concerned that such a powerful item, if fallen into the hands of the wrong group, such as these demons, could be very dangerous.
Might as well deal with what we know instead of looking for something that we don't know where it is.
I know exactly where it is. I'm the one who lost it, after all.
Yes, you've lost it. It may
Okay.
not be where you left
Very
it.
well. In that case, we should probably get on with it.
The longer we continue to discuss this, the more daylight we burn. We must move.
Hell yeah. So it's about, I like easy math. You guys leave at about 6 a.m. Takes you 3 hours to get there. Patrol! Roll me your perception for the patrol.
Who is that? Me?
All three of you. You are escorting the caravan of robots.
I got a
And old
10.
man.
Exactly my.
Wow. That's right. It's a beautiful morning.
A
The
little
birds are
too
chirping.
pretty.
Just pretty enough. Just pretty enough. It's not inconspicuous. Sorry, it's not conspicuously pretty. There's slight overcast, there's clouds, but it's a really nice temperature. And you see a little bit of wildlife. There's some evidence of something that's not a horrible monster that's still living on this island. But aside from that, nothing interesting or
At least not all is lost.
at least not all is lost. Similar views for both Vinshenzo and Peleus. However, with your eagle eyes, you do notice that there's been a lot more foot traffic in the tree lines as you're walking. You can see that there's been a lot more disturbed brush than the last few times that you guys have gone through. Looks like someone's had quite the parade. There is no evidence of the parade itself, just its remaining environmental damage. Aside from that, actually no, I'll take a breath here.
We should spend as little time as we can on this godforsaken place. Those ghouls will find us eventually.
Not to mention brave enough to surpass the light eventually.
In a circumstance that they favor. They're just waiting for the opportunity.
Even if I can kill several of them, or at least believe that I can, I definitely wouldn't want to tempt fate.
A battle avoided is a battle won.
Agreed.
All right. Ship boat crew.
Hello.
About 9 in the morning, you see finally your friends coming out of the woods into view as they're trudging along to the shoreline. It's a familiar procession as always, with your 3 comrades escorting 4 constructs that are double carrying, or two men carrying a set of large shipping crates, and then old man Walton himself hobbling along just behind them. After a couple minutes of walking, they will make it to the shoreline, giving you ample time to prepare or do otherwise, should you please. Hell yeah.
Hell yeah.
Ugh. Sorry, we see the friends on the beach, right?
Yeah, they're
your
coming this
your
way.
friends have come into view. It's they finally showed up.
Nephis would look to Carlos, and then obviously being on the same page as slave niggas are, hop in the rowboat and proceed to greet them on the beach.
Hell yeah. As is required.
Hell yeah. You row your boat to the beach just in time for your friends to have their helping hands drop the crate in the sand.
Hell yeah.
You are all together! Hooray! Everybody's rejoined for the moment.
Wait a second. If the fucking nerd who has all this knowledge was on the ship and all these nerds are in inland, how are they talking to him?
Peleus
Yeah.
is at the Abbey.
Oh.
He's on
Or-
long range
Fuck is this nerd on my
50.
ship?
He was at
You
the
have
Oh
long
yeah.
range 50.
Oh yeah. How? Oh yeah, and that's like across the entire plane, isn't it?
Yeah, they just have to be within 30 feet of me when I cast it.
That's fucking amazing.
Just tune the radio when he starts it.
Long range
Anyhow.
50. Anyhow, you're all together.
We've managed to bring back the first bit of the trip.
Yeah, right.
you know how-
Grade 5 and 6, so we are halfway done.
You have now delivered the crates.
We still require another whole day if we are to get all of these crates here. I know that it is a lot of time, but hopefully all this history will be well and preserved once we get it home.
Would it go any faster if I joined you on the next trip?
Hmm.
Considering your size, Carlos, I doubt it.
I don't think we necessarily have the strength to manage it, unlike these Warforged. Otherwise, I'd be helping where I could.
Well, it does sound like it's getting more dangerous out there.
It is, unfortunately.
Couldn't Carlos
Now
and
that is something you
Vazray
can help
carry a
with.
crate?
I have a 9 strength. I have a good con, but not a very good strength.
That's not the question. Would Vazray carry a crate?
I would absolutely carry a crate if I could.
There we go. That's a can-do attitude I've been expecting from the church's finest.
Mm-hmm.
Strong for a kobold. I have 12.
I have 8. I'll lose to Vastray in an arm wrestling contest.
Amazing.
I want to see that.
Church's finest.
Dusting off his hands, loading the crate in. Carlos, you do make a point. Perhaps you could help escort the others during the night.
Aye, it would probably be
Pretty
useful.
safe here at the ship.
Indeed, it would probably be pretty useful to have another person there that can see in the dark after all.
Aye.
Well, unless there's anything else we need to discuss, we should get moving.
I'm ready when everyone else is.
Unless something else needs doing, Vazray begins to start walking back towards the Abbey.
And I'll
Nephis, what are you gonna do?
take this back to the ship.
Oh.
Kind of looks down and just begins rowing.
Oh, everyone just leaves him to do it all by himself.
Nephis is a strong man. Look at him. He's like Popeye.
Oh, now I feel bad.
Okay. So you're all gonna head back to do the second round trip, or sorry, to finish the round trip.
Yeah.
Deadly. All right. So the crew on the march back, all 4 of yous. Roll me perception.
All right. Notice that it's a slight prettier day.
Slightly prettier day. Fucking 28 perception.
I nat 20'd.
Peleus is able to see the wings of the bees that are hovering around the flowers.
I got Lord of the Rings elven fucking perception.
Tell me, what do your elf eyes see? The bees!
Wow.
There are no hobbits going to Isengard, sorry, Peleus. But there is definitely a shadow that is not supposed to be where it is, following you guys at quite a long distance.
Oh.
Carlos and Vinshenzo notice these things too.
Shadow.
Or notice this thing. Yeah, there is no physical.
Does the shadow remind me of what I know about the shadow mastiffs?
Does the shadow remind you of what you the shadow mastiffs? That's a really good-looking question, and let me get you the answer. S.
How far away is it?
About 300, 400 feet away. It's not close to you. It's following you at range. No, it's not reminiscent of what you know about what. How well did you know Shadow Mastiffs?
I can't recall what I actually rolled or anything.
I remember that you didn't know a whole lot.
Didn't he identify it as a death dog?
I identified it as a shadow mastiff, or at least that's the name I recall.
That's the name that you would recall because that's what's there. I remember that you knew some things, but I don't think you knew a whole lot. So I'm gonna go with no. It does not immediately leap out in your mind as being Shadow Mastiff.
Can I try to discern?
The only nuggets I remember from that is that's what they were called, and that they were used by cultists, I think.
Yeah, they're big bad animals that are used as guard dogs, effectively.
Can I discern whether it's like magical darkness or not?
Yep, you can roll Arcana. Try and
okay.
Identify that.
I would also like to roll Arcana.
I think that's a 10. Yeah.
You're not sure.
The curse continues.
The curse continues. You are pretty certain that there's something that may not be. It might be so translucent from this distance, or something like that. That while it might cast a shadow, you just can't see the physical object that is casting it because somehow it is camouflaged to the naked eye. Can't be magic. There's nothing that you could think of that would do something like that. But you're pretty certain this is like a mechanical trick, not a magical trick.
Vin would turn to. Is Carlos with us now?
Carlos is with you. You guys are all here, and Nephis is on the ship right now.
Yep.
Actually, Vin is going to turn to Vazre Pinefall and say,
Oh.
I believe we're being followed. I'm going to try to discern what or who.
This again,
And I would like to stealthily disappear into the trees.
Well, let me know if you needed anything.
And just hang back in the tree line away from the trail or whatever and wait for the thing to pass. Or get closer. Get within 120 feet of me. Yeah. I rolled a 24 for stealth.
Ooh.
You dissolve into the trees like Homer Simpson dissolves into hedges. You cannot be seen. You are the bush.
Must have been the wind. Oh, where's Vinshenzo? No.
Huh.
Don't worry about Vinshenzo. He is fine for the moment.
I'm
Never
100% black.
Yes.
And the rest of the group carries on.
I would like to stealthily climb a tree if I can.
I'll get you roll athletics to climb a tree.
Athletics?
Athletics is for climbing things.
Okay.
Climbing, swimming,
Just
jumping.
making sure. Oh, hell yeah, baby.
Oh,
19.
you climb that tree. You definitely are able to climb up that tree. And you are now in a tree, but I'm going to get you to reroll stealth because you climbed a tree.
Okay. That is a 27 for stealth.
Better
Even
than that.
better.
You are the tree.
You meld into the tree.
It polymorphs into a palm tree.
I perch on a branch, clinging to the trunk of the tree, looking down.
Assassin's Creed level shit right now.
My fingers
How-
twitch,
okay.
ready to cast a spell.
Oh. You wait, and you wait, and you wait, and you wait, and your friends are drifted out of sight. They've continued walking.
Vazray continues to look back on occasion, trying to see if she can spot Vin, but never does.
But never does. I don't think you actually could see him.
Oh, hell no.
I'd have to roll
You did
really
that
well
for
to see
me.
him.
I have to roll a 19 or a 20.
He's very well hidden.
Yeah.
And
he's-
as he continues to wait while being very well hidden, nothing comes. Nothing appears. And I don't mean nothing in the cheeky sense of nothing. I mean there is no shadow floats by, drifts within.
I would like to visually search from the tree for the shadow.
Okay, roll me
And see
perception.
where it has moved to. Yeah. That is a 20. Also, my passive is 20.
Yes. Okay. Probably this too. Okay. So you hear, you see nothing, but you hear a noise in the trees. Not the trees, sorry, but in the forest behind you. It's nearby. It's within 100.
Is it possible to move through the upper branches of the trees to get closer?
Yep, and that one will be acrobatics. I know you are an acrobatic fellow, and I would say that the skills needed to nimbly spring
Free
between tree
parkour.
branches is good.
Oh,
Parkour.
Oh no, the tree snap.
Well, let's hear it out first.
acrobatics is my passion. That's a unnatural 20.
Wow. You have plus 17 to acrobatics?
Or sorry, 21. Or no,
You have plus 13 to acrobatics.
I have
That's
plus 14 to acrobatics. So
17.
Unnatural 20.
what am
think
I
you're
looking?
looking
Oh,
at
I'm
my
looking
sheet.
at fucking Carlos. I'm sorry.
We're
I
very
was looking at the
similar, but
wrong-
we're not the same.
I wasn't paying
Or
attention. I
unnatural
thought I was at the edge of the table.
17, Sorry.
A 17.
That's
17.
impressive.
I thought I got 6, sorry.
17 is still pretty good. But I will get you to roll another stealth if you're trying to be stealthy.
Stealth is my other passion.
Thought music was your passion.
Passion is his passion.
I'm good at dexterity because of
Passion is
Carlos's
his passion.
super armor. I got a 14 plus 9, so
He's doing pretty freaking
21.
Twen-
20.
23.
I don't know why I was thinking 11 plus 9 in my head when. But okay, noted.
Noted.
I move closer, leaping nimbly through the limbs of the trees.
Leaping. In a leaping.
I'm a leaping lizard.
Hang on a second. Fuck off! Stop licking my toes.
Lizard
Go away.
people.
Yes, it's an entire pack of lizard people sneaking through the trees. It is floating. It is floating through the air. This strange looking thing.
Is it within 120 feet of me?
Yes, it is within whatever that number is. Yes, it's 100 feet away.
I would like to cast Dispel Magic.
Ooh, okay.
On the shadow being.
All right. You dispel the magic.
Is it magic powered level 3 or lower?
It is not magic powered level 3 or lower.
Well, I've just revealed myself to it, probably.
You have revealed yourself, actually.
If it's higher, you can do a roll, assuming it's.
I don't think it's
spell.
magic.
Oh, it's not magic.
Yeah, I was starting to talk about this thing. This thing looks kind of like a cat, very large cat, but it has a lot more than 4 legs.
Oh no!
And as you, actually, I think it would. No, never mind. So you do in fact dispel magic, and the cat thing disappears. It fades out of existence, or like sort of disrupts itself out of existence. Roll me another perception.
Ooh.
Really?
Perception is my passion.
Yes.
17.
There's so many passions, dude.
Everything is his
Passive
passion.
20, I guess.
Yeah. I'm ignoring the passive and doing the active perception because you're looking around. It doesn't matter. You don't see anything around you. To finish the quick description of the cat, the strange cat thing, though, it has 2 long sort of tentacles / strange fucking protrusions, whip-like protrusions coming out of the back.
Petulant creature.
But you just as you casted your dispel magic, the illusion or the vision or the projection of this thing disappears and dissolves before you, and as you look around, you see no evidence of anything nearby that would have been projecting that illusion.
Petulant creature, and I'd like to cast Dimension Door.
Ooh.
How far up the path approximately are my colleagues by now, would I guess? Given how much time has passed.
Yeah, I'm thinking.
Doesn't have to be exact.
They're a little bit over 500 feet away.
Oh.
I stopped counting at 500 when you said that.
Then I would Dimension Door 500 feet up the path and run and jog up behind them.
Hell yeah. So as you guys are still walking down the path, Vinshenzo's disappeared for a couple of minutes, and then he reappears behind you guys, running along to catch up.
It's a happy little jaunt for the most part.
I've dealt with the shadow creature that was spying on us.
Dealt with it? How?
What was it?
It was some sort of magical being or illusion. It is gone now, but if there was a caster, they still remain.
It makes me wonder if they'll be back.
We'll have to keep our eyes out.
It may be a creature like your cat, Miss Pinefall.
Like coke.
Yes. Spying on us.
Hmm.
I do not know, but I've destroyed the shadow creature.
Well,
TM,
Hmm.
does Walton have a reaction to this? Oh, that's right. Walton isn't here.
Why isn't he here?
I think he's back in the Abbey, isn't he?
He doesn't want to make the repeated trips, so he probably would have either stayed at the Abbey or stayed
Stayed at the ship. I'm going to say he stayed at the ship because he did come down with you
If
guys.
I were him, I would stay at the ship and not be at the Abbey where the ghouls were alone.
That's right. He did. That's right. He did go to the ship, didn't he?
Yeah. He hasn't come back.
While it is a terrible assumption, I'm kind of curious about our Walton friend, if he may have something to do with it. Doubtful, but curious.
It looked feline in nature, but had many legs.
DM,
Hello.
may I do an Arcana check, or is it
You
be a
may.
different check?
You're making it a disadvantage.
Second,
I would
and
also like to make it a
knowledge.
disadvantage.
Sure.
Double 16s.
Ooh.
Let's see. That would be 21 with disadvantage.
Okay, Knight, take a guess at what it was.
Pretty sure it was the 6-legged cat with the 2 tentacles.
Which is?
I need to go into the book again to see. But I think it's the little blink cat, isn't it?
No, it's big. It's big.
That's
It
kind of
is-
like a panther, really.
Displacer Beast.
that's what it was.
Exactly it, yeah. I heard the tentacles, and it's like, me, the player, knew exactly what the fuck it was, but Vazray...
That's why I asked you, the
Oh,
player, what you might have thought it was.
I thought you were saying like it was like a small cat. Okay,
No.
I did say it was large. Sorry.
Oh, okay.
I said it was a large cat.
Nah, that's fine. I missed it.
Kind of like a... Not a puma. I guess it's... Anyways, it's a fucking Displacer Beast. Who cares? We know what it is now. Someone knows what it is now.
Yeah, Vazray listens to the description that Vin gave of it, and probably remembers it as being perhaps a beast of the night that may occasionally show up in a demon of some sort.
And Peleus, you know the name, Displacer Beast, and it's kind of vague description from some Wood Elf folklore about the Feywild and the creatures within. You don't know anything else really about it, though.
That creature, Lord Vinshenzo, would be a displacer beast.
More demons.
Yes, it is perhaps good that you dealt with such things, though. DM,
Hello.
would Vazray... No, Vazray probably wouldn't have that kind of information. She would never have dispelled one. She wouldn't know if that's normal or not for a dispel spell.
You got a 21, darling. You know a lot.
Yeah, but I don't know if dispelling it would just banish it.
Okay, Vazrai is aware of the fact that Displacer Beasts are capable of projecting a magical illusion of themselves that makes it appear to be standing near its actual location.
Ooh. So if that's the case,
It was no
He probably
match for
dispelled
my
the illusion.
magic.
well, unfortunately, then, that one you likely dispelled was nothing more than an illusion of it. It still lurks with us, then, somewhere.
Yes, Vazrai is also aware of the fact that Displacer Beasts love to kill things. Not just to eat, but just for sport.
Just for sport, yeah.
Yep, they love to kill.
So,
And much like cats, they love to toy with their victims and play with them until they're ready to be finished off.
yeah, she tries to
They're-
relay all of this information if possible.
They are monstrosities of the Feywild. They are not demons, as far as Vazrai is concerned. But as far as Vazrai is confident, they are not demons. They are just monsters that were once in the Feywild. Yeah, they're pretty bad news. And she's aware that they, much like Shadow Mastiffs, are usually used by evil creatures and organizations as pets and guardians.
While I'm unsure that Walton would be related to such thing, that does make me curious to if it's something more natural around here, or if it's somebody else is out here. With all the shadow that has happened out here, it certainly is possible that we may be having somebody afoot out there.
Are you suggesting that this beast has an owner, that it's been tamed, and the owner is toying with us?
More that the beast is toying with us. But it could very well have an owner.
And we are being hunted.
That is correct. That you've only dispelled a mere illusion of itself. And I am sure that it is still lurking somewhere out there, out of our sight, even now. And I'd like to roll an active perception check.
Well, I believe that my intellect, at the very least, as well as all of yours on top of it, is well beyond this beast's capabilities.
Roll your perception check, Vazrai.
I'd also like to roll to see the thing.
I nat one.
For sure.
Oh, I got a nat 20, so that's a 30.
Ezra don't see shit.
Vazrai sees it. Also, Carlos sees it.
Fuck.
Two different directions.
Shit.
We both point in different directions at the same time.
Vazrai
You're absolutely
Vazrai
fucking
sees the
certain you see
beast
it.
in one different direction, and she holds a firebolt in her hand for a moment. By the gods, I think I see it.
From inside his suit, Vin draws 2 hand crossbows.
Hell yeah. Carlos, for reference, just so we can set the scene a little bit, Sir Carlos, you see it sort of to the east across the river in the tree line. Vazrai, you see it close on your side of the river in the tree line, which is much closer.
How
there it
close
is,
are they?
across the river.
Both of them, how close?
No, over here. Wait. Does this mean that there are multiple of them?
There may be more than one.
Miss
Vinshenzo,
Pine...
the tree line on the other side of the river is about 300, 400 feet away.
Hells.
The tree line on your side of the river is much closer. It's about 50.
50 feet?
Yeah.
I would like to do a ranged attack on the closer one at disadvantage long range.
Can Vazrai throw the firebolt that she prepared at the one she thought she saw?
The one that's 50 feet away, if that's in range, you can definitely throw it.
Yeah, that's well within range. I'm going to do a ranged spell attack.
How far did you say the one across the river was?
At least 400 feet, and as you're watching it, it disappears into the trees on the other side of it.
Ah, it's gone now. Maybe it noticed us. Noticing it.
14 to hit with firebolt.
Okay. And Vinshenzo, what do you do?
My bolt goes wide.
Technically, both of you go wide. But both of you fire your magic into the trees. Vazrai, roll me a d4. And then roll your fire damage.
Uh-oh.
D4 revealed a 3.
Okay.
And
oh no, I don't like that giggle.
let's see, I need to look up firebolt damage again. I think it's 2d10 with my level 11. Actually, it might even be 3.
Oh, you're level 11?
I am now, yeah.
Yeah, we leveled up.
Okay,
I'm
the rest
a
of you are
whole
level
level
12.
behind the party still.
Yeah, okay. Oops. I mean, totally fine.
Don't bother me.
That part didn't bother me either.
Level 11 is 3d10. Okay.
Roll me your damage.
$26 fire damage.
Your shot lands perfectly in a dead tree. And it just fucking whooshes. It's like it was waiting. An old but a dead pine tree that had been knocked over in a storm or something. It's been dead long enough that it's
Just a
bone
raging
dry.
inferno.
Yeah, and you just set that thing alight like an actual explosion where it's like, oh shit, was that a firebolt or something else?
I
And
didn't know
now
you
there
could
is
cast
the beginnings.
Fireball.
Now there's the beginnings of a forest fire.
And then she looks at Peleus. It wasn't. It wasn't a fireball. And looks at the burning forest for a second.
So the one that Carlos saw, like, snuck away, and then what happened to the one that me and Vazare engaged?
You say that again, please?
So we know that the one that Carlos saw snuck away or disappeared or whatever. What happened to the one that me and Vazare shot at?
There's no sign of it, and it seems like both of you missed anyways.
Wonder if I should deal with the fire or I'll let this forest burn.
Vin would tuck the still loaded crossbow into his suit and load the spent one.
Being as how we have to pass through this area, you probably should stop the fire.
The fire is actively spreading as you stand around.
She is going to go ahead and try to move forward to try and deal with it. Willing to make the risk.
Okay, well you succeed in moving forward. Now you got to try and deal with it.
Time, Miss Pinefall, don't.
I can cast Control Flames up to 60 feet, and I continue to try and extinguish fire as I go.
Okay.
Cantrip.
Show me the context of the cantrip. Do you have this? Oh wait, I can.
I stay with
kind of
the
spell
others.
is it?
It is a Xanathar's Guide to Everything transmutation cantrip.
Would be on most of the class. Several of the class spellists. Wizard would have it for sure.
Oh, just says wish. Oh, fuck you, wizard spell card.
Do you want me to post the
No, I'm
Wicked
just gonna
Gauntlet?
Google it. I was gonna try and use the cool stuff that I have now, the card things, but now I'm just gonna Google it.
That'd be sad.
You'd have to pull the whole deck and search the deck.
God fucking damn it.
Oh, the whole thing is a deck? Okay, I just thought it was one card.
Nope. It's
That's
like
okay, I got it pulled up.
Russian nesting dolls, pretty much.
That's a lot of
With a
things.
5-foot cube. Okay.
And it is a cantrip, so I continue to cast it using my my two hands here, just trying to control the flame and just extinguish it. So, as I move forward, advance.
I stay with the others.
Given the fact that it's a cantrip and you're actively able to extinguish enough of a flame, and it's still relatively small, you've leapt into action, so I'm not going to play a game of randomly rolling stuff. What the rest of the group sees is Vazare just like frantically running around in circles, chasing fire that is spreading, and quite quickly she is able to put it in within about like 30 seconds.
Pretty fast to put out fire.
Yeah, she moves really quick to just extinguish this. Just clutches her hands and just fire instantly snuffs out.
Hell yeah.
Oh, that didn't take very long.
No.
Really quickly. Not really quickly, but
we should move though, and
still a fool's errand.
Okay, so you guys are gonna keep moving on.
Yes.
Hell yeah. Peleus, you're gonna keep moving on too?
Yeah.
Hell yeah. Alright, quickly switching the page over. Nephis, what are you up to on the ship?
Nephis would be just kind of just chilling, taking his time, just casting his line out, catching fish.
Hell yeah. So you've been relaxing for about an hour since the rest of the group has left. And as you're relaxing and fishing, you see a large plume of smoke rise out above the tree line in the distance in the direction that your friends were heading.
At least for a moment.
There's a big plume of smoke that gets large, and then about a minute later, it's stopped generating smoke, and it just sort of like drifts off and begins to dispel in the sky.
Nephis would stand briefly, and then, seeing it dissipate, he would cautiously return back to his seated position and cast his line out with an eye kind of glaring in the direction.
Hell yeah.
Brow raised.
Raise that brow, son.
All right, back to the crew. So the rest of your journey, your next 2 hours of journey, with all of the nice high big boy perception numbers passively, over the next 2 hours, you don't see any more signs of anything following you. Now that you're sort of aware of what to look out for, you don't notice anything out of the ordinary. Nothing has changed in the scenery either, and you're able to make it to the Abbey without much effort. And as you approach the front gate, you see Ragus sitting on the parapet, and he waves at you and says, "Ah, just in time for lunch."
Wait, he was at the Abbey?
Yeah,
he was at the ship.
He was keeping the crates safe. He's been at the Abbey with you guys since the start.
Has he been alone this whole time?
What an idiot.
He's been staying at the Abbey during the day when you guys are traveling to make sure that the stuff stays secure.
Either courageous or stupid or both. Either way.
Courageous.
Man, he is a monk.
I
think.
I must commend him.
Yes, he is.
Or a fool.
That is also a very good possibility.
You guys are far too critical of him.
Let us just say that it will take a while for me to get used to goblins.
If you saw what I did last night, Mr. Carlos, you would not want to linger in this abbey by your lonesome either.
At least it is during the day. If the old man has been able to survive this long, well, then again, he had Warforged.
The Warforged are with us.
Just recounting the past.
The Warforged have always been with you guys.
No, just before we met, before we started the whole crates thing, the old man's pretty much been relying on the Warforged this whole time for protection.
Yeah. Ragus has been pretty confident in his ability to defend himself during the day. He hasn't been alone at night. He's only staying alone during the day when the sun's out. He ain't that stupid. He might be smart, but he's not that smart. Okay, so yes, you're at the Abbey. You've reached the Abbey. Ragus has made you lunch. I assume that. Well, I assume you guys are going to go into the Abbey?
Yeah, and I'll go ahead and have some lunch.
To eat the lunch.
I'll have some lunch.
Eat the lunch. As you guys enter into the Abbey compound, Ragus comes down to greet you, and he says,
I hope your journey wasn't too uneventful. Mine was quite a joy as well.
And he points over in the corner where the corpses of two strange-looking men are lying piled up, and he says,
They weren't men. They were more like that strange vomiting beast that we saw in that village. But I wanted to leave the corpses here just in case you needed them for anything. Inspections or whatever, you smart people.
The hells.
What are these corpses that he pointed out?
the remains of two Dybbuk's, which are mischievous demons that like to possess corpses.
The corpses or the demon possessing the corpse?
It's not it's not the corpse of the demon itself. I don't.
It's like this
was
thing.
there to see it. It wasn't the actual weird spirit jellyfish. It was the corpses, but he was saying like, yeah, they're just bodies now, but when they were fighting, he's claiming that they were the corpses of the same type of demon, or the leftovers of the same type of demon, I guess, because it's not a corpse.
I'd like to do a medicine check to see how exactly this goblin took them down. I already understand that he probably punched the shit out of them, but you know.
Sure, roll your medicine.
13.
All right. So with your 13 perception, with your 13 medicine, you take a quick look over the two bodies, and you can tell that both bodies had originally been turned into corpses by some very deep rending gashes that are as old as the corpse itself. But on top of that, it looks like they've been dealt repeated amounts of blunt force trauma.
That isn't too surprising. Hey,
yeah,
at least he got rid of him.
That's what I like to see.
And he's made you grilled cheese sandwiches for lunch with some nice soup.
Oh yeah, baby. Now we're talking comfort food.
Grilled cheese.
I believe you have 6 more crates left.
Yes.
Well, Carlos, do we want to try and lift one of these crates? Just know that it will be a long trip.
I suppose. What's in them again?
Books and scrolls and parchment. Some
well,
pictures.
I suppose we'll make Khutula happy.
Ah, yes, the Dragonborn would probably really enjoy these.
Most assuredly.
We will all benefit from it. We can perhaps figure out where exactly we've ended up with this old elf's knowledge.
I would like to test lifting the crate with Carlos if he is willing.
Yeah, sure.
All right.
Perhaps he has a map.
This will not be easy.
Carlos, do you count as a medium creature or a small creature?
We're both small.
Yeah,
You're both small. All right. Well, I'll get the both of you to roll athletics.
Oh shit.
Me. See if you can lift the crate together.
Let's see. Let me check something real fast.
Oh god, fucking damn it!
Do I even need to roll?
I got a 4.
Roll anyways, Carlos. We'll see what happens.
Check something real fast.
Fortunately, that is something Vazray is not good at, despite being a fighter. The more learned one.
She's a dexterity fighter.
Yeah.
Okay, so I rolled an 18, I think. Yeah, 18.
Oh, hell yeah. All right,
Colonel
as
Matt
per...
Cobalt over here lifts it just fine, but Vazray doesn't even get
I have to compensate.
Not only has Carlos been working on a ship for a while, but also Carlos remembered to lift with his legs and not his back, whereas Vazrai lifted with her back and not her legs. So essentially what almost happens is Carlos almost lifts it up so effectively that it like nearly tips over and lands on top of Vazrai. As she like is unable to get a good grip, and she starts lifting it up, and then it starts like turning towards her. She's like, "Oh shit!" Or however Vazrai might respond, and then you're able to rectify the issue before anybody gets hurt, because it's very easy to see when a crate begins to tip over.
Careful now, Vazrai. These things are heavy.
I'm not strong enough.
Meanwhile, the 4 robots already have their crates hoisted, and they're just sort of like patiently waiting.
If only I was capable of doing something like that.
Only you were capable of infinite patience with no willpower of your own.
Yeah.
I know you're the DM and you can do whatever you want, but I am gonna post. If you weren't aware, there's stuff on this to determine like lifting and carrying and pushing and all that.
I was doing the roll more for the working together part. The both of them are doing it together at the same time. But I'm glad that you reminded me of the lifting and carrying part. This is important.
Vazray is probably very unlikely capable of lifting this thing.
The biggest issue with the boxes, for those of you who aren't Carlos to recall, because it was mentioned in the past, but it wasn't really dwelt on. The biggest issue with these crates is the fact that they are unwieldy for one person to carry by themselves, not necessarily about the weight. They're just big.
Big boxes.
So even if, yeah, so it really is one of those, like, especially the fact that the both of you are small, medium-sized person would have issues with just the physics of carrying such a large object. Which is why they have 2 robots each, because the robot actually cannot effectively pick up and carry the crate by itself.
That's fair.
Well, as much as I wish that I could lift this crate with you, I fear that I may accidentally destroy the crate on the way, and that would not be good. We may just have to continue with the original plan.
Well, if you're concerned for our safety, I suppose.
I would be concerned about our safety considering all that's happened. Not to mention the fact that there is a displacer beast or 2 out there. That'd be more than happy to make playthings of us.
Perhaps we would be better off just keeping an eye out.
I think it would be best.
Did you guys tell the cook about the displacer beast?
I am going to mention them, yeah.
Do now?
Since yeah, Vazray brought that up.
Okay. He's gonna go back to the ship because of it. He's gonna elect to go with you guys and not be alone, because displacer beasts are a different story.
I can respect that.
Okay, so the caravan is ready, and you guys are ready?
Yep.
Okay.
Get moving.
And the march begins, leaving the abbey empty for the moment. For the next few hours.
I keep forgetting about the fucking dog.
The
that we
Abbey and
have.
4 crate.
Yes, you do have just a dog that's following your. I keep
Okay.
forgetting about him too. It's it's easy to forget an animal that doesn't really go out of its way to like bother you.
Just happy to be here. It's on
that's pretty
camera.
much it.
Happy
He's,
to be here.
Is it happy? Because I'm pretty sure Vinshenzo abducted it.
Yeah, he's
I
a
mean,
pretty happy
it
dog.
seems
It's
to
a
be
happy
happy
dog.
with the kobold so far, so
I
it
gave it
hasn't
some
tried to eat
food.
me.
It's quite the happy dog. Okay. The next trip back is uneventful, and you make it with your 2 crates. Arriving at the ship at about 3 in the afternoon right now, with 2 crates, and you show up. Nephis is fishing. He is able to see you guys approach the shore from a distance.
Upon seeing them, I begin to reel in my line.
Aw, yeah. Are you gonna rowboat your way over as well?
Yes.
All right. So similar to before, around the same time you get to shore with the rowboat is about the same time that the robots are putting their crates down and everybody's gathered by the shoreline. Really quickly, it is 8:33. As I mentioned, I can't do the full 4-hour session tonight because I have to be awake at 5 a.m. to go do a job or to go do work. Yeah, so we're gonna go till 10, but I still want to do that little quick bio break. So if we, it's currently 8:33 on my wristwatch here, Eastern time. If we come back at 8:40, does that give everybody enough time to go pee and shake their legs and do all that kind of stuff?
Yeah.
Cool. Okay, so you've all met up at the shore near the ship.
What's good?
I would inform Captain Nephis that we're being hunted by a displacer beast.
What is that?
I gesture to Miss Pinefall.
She attempts to fill him in as many details as she can involving the displacer beast.
Can they
The
swim?
6 leg. Probably.
To the ship, I mean.
I don't think they'd go that far.
There's nothing to say that they can't swim. You do know that they like to kill for sport.
They do like to kill for sport, but I don't know if one would be committed enough to go swimming out here to the ship.
Aye. I'll stay on the ship for now. Won't venture too off onto land.
Do we have enough daylight to start heading back to the Abbey?
It's 3 o'clock. If you leave now, you get there by around 6, which is sort of the start of evening.
We'll need at least one more day to get the crates dealt with. And then unless there are some other issues, we are hoping to go looking for this artifact.
Ragus is going to elect to stay on the ship tonight.
There's enough space for you.
Many thanks, Captain.
Water goes down the throat, not up the nose. Oh. Okay, cool. Nephis, are you also staying at the ship?
Yeah.
All right. So Peleus, Vazarai, Vinshenzo, and Carlos, along with their charges of 4 robots, make their way back to the Abbey. Staying at the ship is Nephis, Ragus, and oh yes, the dog is going to the Abbey as well. Nephis, Ragus, and Walton all elect to remain behind. Nephis, as you return, Ragus is going to help you. First of all, he's going to help you with the crates as best he can. He's not gonna just sit and watch you work. So he helps you bring the crates on, and as he informs Walton of sort of what's going on after he's woken up from his old man nap, Walton says, "Oh,
I don't know if it's a good idea to be going up to the Abbey anymore. The creatures of the night have been gathering quite thick. Captain Nephis, is there any way you could tell your friends to hurry back?"
They say they'd only take one more trip, right?
They said one more day.
One more
day. They're capable. Though that beast they spoke of sounds... I don't know. They can take care of themselves.
Oh, yes, they're quite strong, and if you trust in them, then I do too.
Bumbles off to stare at the sea. All right, the group of you, it's afternoon. You're heading back to the Abbey for your march back. Give me a perception check for the group.
Yo. Ooh, baby. Another nat 20, so that's 30.
I notice that's probably not as pleasant.
It's afternoon. It's hot. It's a little bit muggy.
I'm doing all this walking and work.
Yeah, you've been walking for a while. There's mosquitoes.
Vinshenzo and Carlos are in sync right now.
Absolutely in sync. The both of you can definitely tell that Displacer Beast is still trailing you through the trees. You can you hear it every once in a while now that your ears have perked up and you've become more aware of its presence.
Did
And
we
every once in a
rest
while-
since the last time we've seen it?
No.
Okay.
You guys have been pushing through. You sat down for a couple of minutes to eat a grilled cheese sandwich, but
Okay,
aside
yeah.
from that, you guys haven't rested.
Gotcha.
Yes, so you can still tell it's trailing you, but it's keeping its distance, and every once in a while you are able to see it, and confirm where it is. The entire time, it's staying quite a distance away, is still stalking you, but not getting close. And you are able to, unless you choose to turn and confront it, or turn and chase after it, there's nothing stopping you from getting to the Abbey this evening.
Once we get there, I will take my 4-hour meditation.
All right.
I will begin my watch.
All right. What's going on with the robots?
Put them on sleep.
Put them on sleep. We're gonna need them
You gonna
tomorrow.
Are you gonna let them do their routine, or are you just putting them right to sleep?
They need to get sleep.
If they want to set up the torches and stuff, then yes.
Oh yeah, definitely that. But after that, they need to get some rest after a long day.
Okay, so you do give them the opportunity to set up the torches and prepare the Abbey for the evening.
Yep.
All right. So they conduct that activity. They set out the rings of torches along the perimeter, and then they march inside and shuffle in for their for the night to recharge, leaving the four of you in control of the Abbey perimeter, or premises, I guess. Well, I guess technically the three of you, because Peleus decided to take a nap right away. Which means at 10 o'clock you'll be finished meditation.
I want to do a watch for 2 hours.
Okay.
But I want to do a survival check really quick.
All right. Oh yeah, Carlos, you've never. Well, I mean, Kardoc has never been to this. Oh no, Carlos hasn't either. So this is the first time you've seen this Abbey.
Aside from lunch.
Aside from lunch, so I'm going to give you a quick rundown of like the layout of the Abbey. So it is one building, with an out. Sorry, one like the Abbey itself is a tall stone building with a bell tower, and it has one outbuilding, which is the shed where the four constructs go to recharge, as well as a few other like bits of miscellaneous equipment involved in them, however it relates to them. The Abbey is walled. The wall goes from sort of one corner of the main Abbey structure itself, and it rings around a courtyard and the outbuildings, so that everything is closed within a perimeter. A makeshift rampart has been built out of planks, and the main gate itself gets barricaded at night by the robots.
Outstanding.
Inside the Abbey itself, it's quite empty right now. Well, it was a lot more full, but now it's barren and looks quite abandoned and shitty. Knight, roll me 3d20s.
Oh.
3d20?
3d20s.
3 of them.
3 of them.
Do you get that?
16, a 6, and a 9.
16, 6, and 9. There is a
No, 2 16s.
16, 16, and 9. It's cold tonight. There's a light wind. But other than that, it's fine. It's a clear night.
The back advisory is mine. If shit hits the fan, she might consider lighting this forest on fire.
Love it.
If she wants to clear out the shadows tonight, if it gets real freaking bad, she may have to do it.
She might. Is she taking the first
Fine,
2
we can
hours
just
of watch?
Fly out of here.
She is taking the first 2 hours of watch, if nobody
Okay.
objects.
Carlos is fine with that.
Carlos, what watch you taking?
I'll take the second watch. Doesn't matter.
Vin and Peleus?
I can
And
take.
after As soon as clock hits 10, I'll be up for the rest of the night.
I can take the last 4 hours.
All right. So it'll be Vazarai, then Carlos and Peleus, and then Vinshenzo and Peleus. So Vazarai, for your 2 hours of watch, give me your perception. What do you see on your first 2 hours of watch? Vin, are you meditating as well, just for my situational awareness?
No.
For first bit.
Yeah, if
When you're not on watch.
I'm resting. If I'm taking the last 4, I'll be meditating for the first 4.
Perfect. Thank you.
The
And
dog
Carlos,
is
for the first little
distracting.
bit, what are you up to? Are you just going to go to bed right away and then wake up for your watch?
Yeah.
Okay, understood. Yeah, Vazarai's too worried about the cold night and looking at the tree line and then looking at the dog and playing with the dog.
The dog
doesn't really
is
notice anything.
being very, very needy right now.
Yeah. As your watch ends, Carlos comes to take your place on watch.
Hell yeah.
And Carlos will get you to roll me perception for 2 hours while you're up there by yourself. It's now 8 o'clock.
I roll a 23 for perception.
Damn, you see everything. As the sun is beginning to set, the shadows lengthen, and the darkness begins to encroach. You see, in the tree line at first, and then as the darkness increases, the creatures begin to get a little bit bolder. But starting from the tree line and moving forward are 2 packs of ghouls. About seven ghouls each. 2 of them are akin to the description that your comrades gave you of the demons known as Moreji. And they're trailing at the tree line. And as I said, as it gets darker throughout the 2 hours, they begin to move forward until they reach the limits of the torchlight. At this point in time, you said you're doing a watch for 2 hours or 4 hours?
Just the 2.
Oh, okay. So it wasn't you with Peleus. So Peleus ends up coming up to relieve you of your watch. Along with probably Vin. Vin said he was going to take the last 4 hours, but at this point in time, Vin is awake.
I'll do whatever I have to do. Perception.
If you're on watch for the rest of the night, then it's you and Peleus for the rest of the night, yeah.
Okay.
The elves. It's elf shift.
Fuck the elves. I mean, what?
The elves are in sync. The packs are returning over the course. This is over the period of the rest of the night for the sake of description. The packs are returning and they are getting thick.
There's more of them now?
There's more.
There's more of them. Like, the longer the night goes by, the more begin to increase. Like, the more begin to start pacing, and they start getting bold and wandering into the dim light. And as enough of them have wandered into the dim light, the whole pack begins to get courage. At this point in time, you're not surrounded by ghouls, but they're coming out of, a lot of it's out of the south, and some of them are beginning to circle around.
Are they
and get up
within
the hill.
150 feet?
They are, as they get into the dim light, they are within 150. Oh no! The edge of the hang on. The edge of the dim light was 190 feet. So if they're going into the dim light, they're 170 feet. So they are 170 feet away. They're still 20 farther.
If they get within 150 feet as a group,
yeah,
I will introduce myself.
Well, they do. Eventually, they do get within 150 feet as they start sort of braving into the torch light, the bright light of the torch itself.
Like 6 of them, right?
No.
Or
No. This is effectively a horde at this point in time. You're counting plus 100 numbers of over 100 that are beginning. And Vinshenzo, you see this as well. Just to remind you, like the both of you are witnessing the gathering of a throng of ghouls in Moreji.
We'll be
upright down. Rather, I cast Fireball as a 4th level spell and change its damage type to Radiant.
Oh. Okay.
That's actually really fucking cool.
Fire away, my guy.
I would like to do something.
And where do I have my Fireball?
All right.
Immediately after the fireball lands, I would like to cast. Oh, actually, let me look at the distance. I might not be able to do this. Is it 120 feet?
They're currently 150 feet away at the casting of Fireball.
I move a bit closer, and as soon as the fireball lands, I would like to cast Major Image where it lands.
I would like to caution you to, not caution you, but just to elaborate on what you would be doing to get closer. So moving closer to the horde after the Fireball lands
on the roof.
No, it requires you to leave the perimeter of the Abbey.
Hmm. Okay.
If you still want to do, I just want to make, yeah, you're still within like the torchlight if you're moving closer, but as long as you're aware, like you are leaving the walls of the Abbey if you try and get closer.
Can I stand on the wall?
You can stand on a wall, but then they're 150 feet away. You have to actually exit the walls and move 20 feet if you're going to be like moving at the pace of the Fireball.
Is where he is casting Fireball near an entrance to the Abbey?
I think the both of you are up on the bell tower.
Yeah, we're in the bell tower.
Peleus likes the bell tower and Vinshenzo likes the roof. So the both of you are quite close together. And the bell tower is on the it's close to the outside of the walls. So if you were to jump down, orienting my brain here, to the east or the south sides, you're jumping off the Abbey and outside the.
Okay. I guess I don't know if there's an entrance near me, but that doesn't matter.
Oh yeah, I guess, sorry, yeah. There is an entrance, but the entrance is currently barricaded.
So I have to unbarricade the entrance to leave?
You'd have to go down into the courtyard, unbarricade the entrance to open the doors.
Okay, then I won't do that.
Okay, well, every creature in a 20-foot radius of the center of the horde must make a DC 18 dex save or take 96 radiant damage.
96. Oh. What's the radius of Fireball?
20-foot radius.
Okay, so that's 40-foot diameter. 40 by circle. Oh my god.
How many dex saves are you doing?
All of them.
You know what I'm gonna do? This is stupid. Actually, you know what? Fuck it, because this is fun. I got 18, 19, 20. We'll do 20. They're not super condensed, but they are gathering. 18, huh? So I need to look at 18 and higher. I see 1, 2 successful saves. So half of 96 is 45. 45 is 90, so plus 3 is 46.
Let's see now. Oh, I haven't rolled the damage, but it's 96.
Oh, 9d6. Okay. Let's see what happens then. 2 take damage. I heard 96 damage.
It is 34 radiant damage, so 6. Oh, 17 for the two that succeeded and 34 for everyone else.
Okay, let's see what happens. All the ghouls are dead.
Hell yeah.
And the Mareji in the pack. This is going to be the big intro for them, too. Let's see how quick they just vanish. MA. Just had the stats. Fuck. just gonna, instead of spending 16 minutes. Okay. All right. There are 4 Moreji standing. They're the only things left. They are wreathed in radiant fire.
And that's a 1 pack, and
Well, that was no. That was a bunch of them.
There used to be a horde there.
There used to be like a whole bunch of ghouls. Not that Vaz right now because she's fast asleep, but there used to be a whole bunch of ghouls. Now there's only like 5 things out of a pack of 20. So you've reduced their numbers by 3/4.
Hell yeah.
You've also separated the chaff from the wheat. So no more potatoes, only meat.
That is what I will do. I'll pass it over to Vinshenzo if he wants to do anything.
I just watch. Well,
Just watches.
I'll sing a song or play a song of valor and give Peleus bardic inspiration.
Hell yeah.
So, are they still advancing, or are they fucking off?
They're not fucking off. They're the Moreji that have been inflamed. In fact, go into a rage. And they do they?
Rabbit is with me, yeah.
Rabbit can be with you. You haven't mentioned before that Rabbit is with you.
Well,
I think Rabbit is
last session
wherever you last.
I believe I said that I had Rabbit like tailing behind us.
If you were still doing that, then Rabbit. I'm not sure what you did during the night when you guys were static at the Abbey, though. I don't know if you had Rabbit land inside the courtyard because you never mentioned that in the previous
Rabbit
nights.
would be resting, maybe. I don't know.
So Rabbit is resting within the walls of the Abbey.
Yeah.
Yeah. Okay. With one unified shriek, all of the Moreji in the pack, I don't want to say orgasm, but spasm with rage, and the entire horde surges forward towards the walls of the Abbey.
I would like to cast Sending to Captain Nephis. The Abbey is under siege, Captain Nephis.
Mr. Captain Nephis.
Nephis, out of, because we are switching to you, setting the
He's
scene. Oh, Nephis is muted.
I'm right here.
Perfect. What have you been doing for night watch or anything? Are you just going to sleep at night, seeing as there's 2.5 of you? So let's be honest, Walton counts as half a person. He's too old.
I just been kind of chilling. I stay above deck and just kind of
chill out and relax.
Yeah, just relax and doing short rests here and there.
Ah, nice. So as you're relaxing and just chilling and maybe looking up at the stars or however Nephis passes his time, this is the message you receive. The Abbey is under siege. Attack, Vinshenzo said.
That sucks.
That's just all he has to
I
say.
love
That
it.
sucks.
He replies with just
perfection.
fuck.
I would like to say to Peleus, good, keep them occupied. I'll fetch the others. Seems that
I will send out another radiant fireball.
Hell yeah. Fire away, big
and
chief.
I'll begin waking people.
Keep firing the radiant cannon.
Finding people and waking them up.
All right. I'm going to.
Azri's just curled up into a corner.
I'm going to expect that both of them are sleeping inside the abbey because that's like the only comfortable place to sleep.
I uncurl Vazray.
You bastard! Why'd you do that?
We're in danger, Miss Pinefall.
It's 41 radiant, and then the deck save if they take.
At this point, it's a horde. Wow. Okay, they all fail, which is full damage. So.
Whoa.
41 radiant.
Hell yeah, dude.
So another whole bunch of ghouls die, and you've managed to take care of more ghouls, but not more Moreji. 2 Moreji fall. Actually, no. Let me ask you this: are you firing in the same place or somewhere different?
I'm just firing into like a large group.
Okay, you're just shooting. All right. So
Thinning the horde.
You wouldn't have hit the same section of the group then. So more Moreji are injured and furious, but pretty much only ghouls that you're slaughtering at this point. But I am keeping track of how many are hideously wounded and disfigured by your flames.
Do I have that? No, I don't have it. That is unfortunate, because that would actually be kind of great right now.
What's that?
No, I have a spell called Sickening Radiance. It's what's letting me basically do the radiant damage here with the fireball instead, with the spellbook thing. But I don't have it prepared, so I can't cast that one actually. And it would let me just make an area of you take radiant damage and exhaustion, bitch.
Understood. Okay. You fire a fireball. The horde moves closer. At this point in time, they are 110 feet away. They're rushing, dashing. Vinshenzo, you make it downstairs. Your comrades are woken by you.
The horde
Azri is uncurled.
The horde has grown in number, and they've gotten restless. Mr. Peleus has thrown the first blow.
Are they assaulting the gate?
It was looking quite like they were about to.
In that case, we should make ready. Wasn't expecting them to go ahead and start attacking. I kind of wonder if we should have left them alone.
Well, what's done is done. We better get out there, I suppose.
No, we need to sucker them in. If we go out, though, they'll overwhelm us. We need.
Out of the Abbey of Azrai, not out of this building, not out of the gate.
Yes, if we can fight as few of them as possible as they funnel in, we might be able to handle them.
Does this place have any defenses?
Walls.
It has walls.
Well, better than nothing.
Yeah, especially considering our situation. As much as I am reluctant to do this, I was also considering lighting the nearby forest on fire if things go to worse.
I do not know.
I will roll the last of my radiant fireballs.
I do not know of many abbeys that have defensive
Would be
armaments.
35 radiant.
Me either.
Well, it depends on where they're located, really.
More likely on the frontier, if anything.
It
Yes,
is a
exactly.
How many
place of
fireballs are
worship.
you able to cast, Paley?
I have to use 4th level spell slots if I want to make them radiant, and that was the last one I had.
Damn, son.
I would return to the roof.
All right, you have returned to the roof in time to see Peleus launching another fireball out into the horde. Total of 35.
Are they advancing at all?
Oh yeah, they're rushing. They're like the whole horde is charging at the abbey. And that's another shit ton of ghouls dead, and another.
Can I see through the gate from the ground level?
No. It's a set of solid wooden doors that have been barricaded by the robots for the night. You are aware, because you've spent time here, that every evening they block the doors from the inside, and every morning the first thing they do is remove the barricade.
Can I see the outside the gate from the rooftop?
You can see outside the gate from the rooftop. You can also see outside the walls from the wooden ramparts that have been constructed around the interior.
I would like to cast Major Image in front of the... How wide is the gate?
10 feet.
I would like to cast Major Image and project an image of giant monolithic boulders in front of the gate.
Okay.
That take up a 20-foot cube in front of the gate, approximately.
All right. You have majorly imaged a pair of massive boulders that have covered the gate. You estimate that the entire horde will reach the walls within a minute. Sorry, not within a minute. Within
I'm about to say a minute. What the fuck?
much less than it. You have seconds before they actually reach the walls. Right, you're awake. You're up. You have basically 10
You have time to cast one more spell before they reach.
You get 2 combat rounds worth of time, because they're all rushing towards you, and they're distanced than less than 120 feet. I'm actually building the battle map right now, because the battle map that I tried uploading earlier is too big. So I'm actually making the Abbey again right now.
Shit.
I'm gonna hold off because I can the plan I had is not actually time sensitive.
Understood.
Should we watch the barricades or go out there?
Are they actively attacking the gates right now?
No, they are still in the process of charging. They're 120 feet away in the midst of dashing towards the walls. They're coming from all around.
Approximately how many are there right now?
You're looking at about 100.
Copy.
100 quick count. Excuse me.
I don't think I have enough bolts for all of them. If they just
Fazray holds in her hand for a moment a ball of fire, just kind of showing that she's ready to do this if need be.
If they attack the gates and manage to break through, then this place will no longer be safe.
And then it sounds like this is where we make our stand.
Yes, we might have to open the gates. Perhaps one, just funnel them in or something.
My thoughts exactly.
Rabbit can carry 3 people, I believe.
Since there's 2 kobolds, they're both small, it's possible, I'd say.
Kobolds are small.
We're both small.
It's true, you're both small.
We might
So
have to
you'd be
feed
able
them
to
the dog,
carry.
though.
We could abandon this place. I could help us escape.
If it comes to that, but aren't there still crates we need to bring back?
There is still knowledge. I'd at least like to try and make a defense.
These crates are not worth our lives, Mr. Carlos.
Agreed, but I don't think we should just give up so easily.
While they're chattering, I will cast Fireball as a 5th level spell.
Hell yeah.
Besides, by the time that chap is done, there might not be many left.
You have not seen the number that I've seen.
I suppose not. I'm not saying we should fight to the death. Just give it an honest effort.
Just give it an honest effort.
Things turn bad, then we flee.
Yes, Mr. Carlos, but your proclivity to always wait until the final second makes the aspect of escaping quite a bit more challenging, despite my perfect record of successes.
We have no time for this.
Oh.
I, however, feel as though I must defend. I will try my best.
If you're feeling not up to the task, Vinshenzo, you're free to leave.
I'm almost finished.
I am saying the act of retreat is much more challenging should we choose to wait.
Okay. Hopefully this is small.
Even I am limited in my abilities.
I don't know if Bahamut would let me leave this place.
File. Export. I didn't miss anything. Hell yeah. We got ourselves a battle map!
Hell yeah.
Hopefully. Let's just see if it uploads. Okay. Save, exporting. There we go. Tabletop simulator. Huh. Ooh, 37 fire damage, DC 18. Dex save for half. 1, 2. Tabbed in. That's a fail. That's a fail. Seven fire damage, so that's another. Jesus, there's a lot of wounded animals out there. And a lot of dead ghouls. So there's now, it's down to like 80 ghouls. Every fireball that lances into the horde thins them considerably. Abyss, 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 everything abyss. Plow. Up. This is a hack and slash job, boys. Hope you appreciate it.
Always.
It's not round because D&D goes by squares, but that is. The bell tower is effectively. Oh, sorry. This. Since I was right the first time. Bell tower is here.
Where is the ghost block?
The ghost block.
Need to find Vazray's token again.
Oh, I have them all over here. Beep. Oops. Sorry.
Ah,
Go. Hell yeah.
And you said I had 2 combat turns worth before they reached the gate?
Yes, they are dashing. They are 110 feet away, so within 2 combat rounds, they will reach the walls.
Well, then for the second one, I'd probably just cast a 3rd level fireball.
where's the gate for this compound?
Oh,
Peel.
there I am.
Just making sure we're all the right size.
There.
Actually,
focus on
I
getting
don't
the
think I
walls.
brought him with me, so he gets to go over here.
He's at the ship.
Said that's
Yeah.
the gate.
Yeah, the blue line is the gate. It's 10 feet.
Currently has boulder fusions on it.
Yes.
On the outside.
How close can we stand? Can we stand here?
You can stand right up. Well, you can stand up to. Yeah, you can get into the space that has the barricade.
Kobolds forward.
We must hold them here, Miss Pinefall. If they get through the gate, then we'll be overwhelmed.
Then we had best hold it.
Indeed.
I will use my 2 rounds of bonus actions to give Bardic Inspiration to Carlos and Pinefall.
Hell yeah, dude. Carlos draws his rapier and buckler.
Bazray draws her short sword and shield.
All right. 30 fire. Aim your fireball, Chief.
The Walking Dead.
The scrambling dead.
Circle, let me see.
How many leaders are there? Oh, I see. One, 2. Perhaps if we take down the leaders, the others will scatter.
Can you see the leaders
that's
up?
not the one I wanted to click.
Can you identify them?
The Murji do look distinct enough apart from the ghouls.
I think
Visually.
there's 5 of them.
Yeah, on the battle map they are standing up, and I will make them a different color.
If you two can snipe their leaders, we can keep the horde from getting inside.
Carlos,
That's right.
if they manage to break through and they do not hold, I recommend you go and wake up the Warforged, and then you very well should go listening to Vin on running out of here.
You're not planning on staying behind, are you?
I'm considering it.
No.
I will move next to
At the very least, wake up the Warforged.
I will move next
If
to
it comes to that, we'll... Sorry, go ahead.
Okay.
I'll move next to Peleus and command Rabbit to be nearby.
She's huge.
Yeah, well,
Majestic.
the map sizes change, homie. Sorry.
Approximately large.
I command Rabbit to be nearby to whoever down here, Kobold.
All right, Rabbit is ready for reinforcement.
Who all
And
Kobold.
for reference, where are the Warforged right now?
They're in the shed.
This thing right here?
Yeah.
Okay. What do I need to do to wake them up? Just kick them?
That is a good question. I don't know if we remembered how to exactly to wake them up, do we?
Walton showed you.
Okay. In that case, I'd like to explain the process to Carlos.
You explain the process.
Hell yeah. You just boop them on the nose.
Boop
Hell
the
yeah.
snoot, and then they start killing.
Yeah. You could do that when, things get really bad.
I guess it'd be better for them to try to fight. Otherwise, they'd just be overwhelmed while they sleep.
Might as well go down swinging.
Oh, that's cool. Just getting little Warforged things. Okay, so you guys are just gonna sort of wait until they reach the walls effectively at this point?
Should we? Hold on.
I'm gonna try and
Double checking.
if the barricade needs help staying shut, I'm gonna try and keep it shut if I can. Otherwise, yeah, I'm pretty much lying in wait.
You think we should perhaps rouse them now?
How much time does it take for the Warforged to wake up?
Not very long.
No, we should be fine for now.
Right. I have made the mark. I'm assuming I got that right. Or roughly right.
I like it. There they are.
Is this the door?
Yeah.
He probably would not be blocking the door. Perfect.
Okay, so that's... Did you roll your damage already?
Yeah, 30 fire.
30. I'm not doing those dex
Not
saves
radiant
for
this
all
time?
those ghouls. 7, 30 fire. They have... Okay, so let's just do this real quick, and you all watch. Well, except for Carlos and Vazrai, and Vinshenzo witnesses this.
How's it going up there?
I do not have any instruments at which to snipe.
And both of those Murrays
Well, I'm
horribly as well.
making short work of the chaff.
Make sure to save some of that magic for the leaders.
Couldn't you simply whistle?
I see what you did. I appreciate that. Okay, and then they charge, so inevitably they get right the fuck up to the wall. Whole group of them, obviously minus the 17 that are there. 5, 10, 20, 25, 30, 35. And they all start fucking bashing up against the walls. That's 35. So these back only
I
go
hope
as
that
far
the walls are
as
tall enough.
They're attacking the wall?
they're scrabbling up against the wall. They're rushing up against it.
Are they actually like climbing it, or are they just kind of like pushing against it?
So there's not enough movement speed for them to actually do anything. So they haven't done anything yet. They've
These
made it to the
ones-
wall. They're all getting up there. Everything, I've done the calculation. Yeah, they're smashing up the door. Or they've gotten to the door.
There's
You can't
boulders
see
there.
them.
Do they
Did
do
they
they
r-
just go through it anyway?
They avoided the
20-foot cube.
Okay.
I gotta move a whole bunch of ghouls, so just give me a second to move the entire horde into place. Oh, these guys are like touching each other's bums.
Yeah, Seeker's got the whatever size it's supposed to be.
Hopefully it's holding.
I saw your comment, Kardoc. I just haven't had a chance.
No worries. I'm just it's something that I heard recently.
Yeah.
Apparently it's in like the Dungeon Master's Guide or something, which I don't have, but I was able to find that online.
Okay, the bunch you roll initiative.
Copy rolling initiative. Oh, it's an awful roll.
What an awful roll.
Good thing I have pretty high natural initiative.
19, and when I use the Bardic Inspiration, you get it back, right?
After a rest, I can use it again.
Okay.
I have 2 left.
So, Vinshenzo at 25. Vazrai, 21. Peleus, 19.
I like how you can see it update in real time.
You spelled my name wrong.
Get
That's
fucked.
your name now.
Did I?
Peleus.
Peleus.
God fucking damn it, man.
Oh, right. There's no U. It's an A. Vincenzo, Vazrai, Peleus,
Carlos.
and then Carlos at 12. But it doesn't matter because Carlos got better than everything else that's
Oh, thank God.
fighting them. So this one was.
Oh, yes.
Oh, sorry, not everyone. 19 plus 3. So then there's one that's below Vazra.
Oh, yes.
I thought it was a 9, not a 19 when I.
I may not have the strength, but I at least got the speed.
And then the last one is all of the ghouls at.
At a 3.
Okay, Vincenzo, what are you going to do?
I guess, are either these damaged at all?
Both of those are damaged.
The 2 closest?
Both of the front runners are damaged. The third one is not.
Okay, I'll target this one with 2 crossbow bolts. I'll draw my hand crossbows.
Oh,
That sucks.
oh, that's better. When you have high dexterity, you might hit anyway.
That is a 13 and a 27 unnatural to hit.
Okay, so the 13 misses, the 27 hits. Roll your damage.
Oh, shit. I rolled a... Oh, I add proficiency too, so... Or do I add proficiency to damage?
Not to damage for ranged.
Okay,
I think
never
it's
mind.
just your
I
No.
do
Doesn't
8
dexterity check.
piercing.
8 piercing. Roger that. And that's on the one closest to the door, correct?
This one.
This one.
This one.
And I will then... do I have a free object interact?
Yes.
I will holster.
You also have a move.
I will holster one of my crossbows empty and end my turn, since I think attacking with 2 weapons uses bonus action when you're dual wielding.
Yes, you use your bonus action to use.
Yeah, so I will end my turn.
All right, that means it's Vazrai standing behind a door.
I have a question, DM. How
An
tall are these
answer.
walls?
They're 10 feet tall.
Am I rolling off with the demon if it also has 19?
No.
How dark are things outside?
Oh, sorry, I put that in the wrong spot. It's bright out there. The torches are lit still.
So everything outside is currently brightly lit.
Everything
Against the wall.
that matters in terms of where all the monsters are is brightly lit. It stops becoming brightly lit 170 feet away.
Okay. Well, it probably won't matter. I'm going to try something.
Okay.
Hold the door for a moment, Carlos. And she is going to drop her sword on the ground here.
Okay.
And she is going to pull out a torch
Okay.
and attempt to light it. She is going to throw it over the wall.
Okay, so you're going to light a torch and throw it over the wall.
Throw it over the wall in the direction of the ghouls, and hopefully it might make them repulse a bit.
Okay. You successfully roll me a ranged attack. Just actually no, sorry, roll me athletic.
Oh god fucking damn it. Okay.
Kind of fighter doesn't know athletics.
Well, she's just yeeting a torch 10 feet in the air and hoping it lands on the
5.
other side. It bounces off the wall and flies back at you.
Oh damn.
Roll improvised weapon damage.
Oh.
1d4 plus strength.
I have a -1, so I guess it would be a 2.
All right, it bounces off your head. You get 2 damage done to you. It kind of singes your clothes a little bit.
Was that your bright idea, Vazrai?
Not quite what I was hoping. And she snaps her finger, and her sword appears in her hand.
Ooh.
And then she's going to attempt to start going. At least I tried.
At least you tried. Is that your turn?
That is all that she does.
Peleus.
I will cast another 3rd level fireball, and I've already marked out.
All right, I got my dex saves. You got your damage.
Jesus.
They pass. So 31,
15.
15 damage. Understood. Well, they're all still alive. Fun time. They are also alive. So. Then 30.
See now, how far away would this one be from me?
My brain's doing math.
Would it be within 30 feet?
No.
Okay, then that will be my turn.
It's 55 feet down there. From the top of
Alright.
where you are down there to where the Muraji is. That's your turn?
Yep.
Hey, yeah. The Muraji! The Muraji are going to, the ones that are up at the front of the wall, back.
Where do I want to have a representation of a torch?
And these three right here, 1, 2, 3, are going to raise 3 of the ghouls.
Oh no.
And then they're going to move back 5, 5, 5. This one is going to stay put for now, and this one is going to stay put. And that's the Mareji's turn, which means it's Carlos.
Yeah, not much I can do. I'll just.
I will repeat once again. I didn't put them up there because I didn't take so much time as I should have. But this 5-foot square, or this whole 5-foot length, effectively all the way around, there is a wooden rampart that allows you to get up on top of the wall, or not on top of the wall, but allows you to like look over
the wall.
Shoot over if you want.
Wait, so I ran over to the wall, attempted to throw a torch over, and I could have just... Okay.
You've been here for 3 days, lady. You have no excuses.
God fucking motherfucker. Alright.
Hang on. What do you want, dogs? Oh. Yes.
Okay. I'd like to move, I guess, up here onto the ramparts and look down and see what's going on with the ghouls. Does it look like they're getting ready to climb, or are they just kind of mindlessly pushing against the walls?
They have reached the walls. Basically, given combat time, you run up on top of the ramparts, and as you look down, you see them like crash into the walls, as if they've just arrived, and they're like packing into the walls and trying to start scrabbling up, or starting to try scrabbling up.
Beneath you are only slightly on fire.
Yes, there are large patches of burning grass and burning ghouls below you.
How far down were they from the rampart?
10 feet down.
Okay. All right. They're not quite in range. I'm just gonna ready an attack, and I'm gonna attack the first one that tries to come over the wall.
Hell yeah. All right. And that's all you're doing. That's all you're doing with your turn?
It's pretty much all I can do.
Yeah. All right. So that means it's the ghouls.
I don't like that.
The ghouls. I'm gonna do this as one sweeping wave. They succeed together or they fail together. The wave of ghouls is going to attempt to climb up the.
This is like World War Z the movie.
They fucking fail. Right? Okay, so they begin scrabbling at the walls. They're all here trying to climb up it.
Remember that reference from the Coliseum session?
Which reference?
Yeah, I remember. Well, actually, no, I've never watched the Daisies or the fucking
World War Z.
Yeah.
Oh, World War Z, yeah. Okay, and these guys are like swarming in, trying to find an opening, which they find.
I said that in like session 12 when we were trying to escape the Coliseum and the gladiators were climbing up the wall after us.
So they fail climbing. They get basically the ghouls that start climbing up the wall get knocked down by the ones behind them in their desire to get up first. They like start climbing over each other, and they're unable to make any progress. Which means Carlos, your reaction doesn't trigger, and it also means we move up to the top of the clock or top of the counter, which means it's Vinshenzo's turn.
I guess this would not be within 30 feet of me.
No, it was 55-ish from me to there.
For the purposes of your math, your guys are 20 feet in the air, and then add your horizontal distance to your measurement.
Okay. What are these? What are the like leaders doing? Are they kind of hanging back?
So
Yeah, these ones.
The three
just-
leaders that are in front of you just raised some dead. Well, re-raised them. And the other ones that are a little bit farther away have retreated away from the scrum that's going on at the base of the wall. Almost as if they knew they were just going to start tackling each other and got out of the way so they wouldn't get rampaged or trampled.
Hmm. I forget what your ruling on this was, but does Rabbit move on the same turn as me?
I think they do.
Did they move on the same? Yes, Rabbit. You mean?
Yeah.
Yeah,
Can I
Rabbit moves at
Can
the
I
same
have
time as you.
Rabbit fly up to me, and can I mount Rabbit on the same turn?
Yes, because you haven't moved or done
Okay.
any actions. I see no reason why Rabbit can't fly up there and you can get on it.
Okay. From here to me here, Rabbit has a movement speed of 90 feet fly. Would she be able to reach me, and how much movement would she have left?
So she is 20 feet up and 5, so that's 45 feet of flying. So you have another 45 feet of flying left.
Okay. I would like to mount Rabbit using half my movement speed, and then fly. Well, can I have another ghost block? Five, 10, 15, 20, 25, 30. So I'm 20 feet above this guy, and I'd like to load my crossbow and fire a bolt at this guy.
All right.
And I will do that now. Okay, I think that hits 18 plus 10, 28.
That hits.
Okay. I keep rolling very poorly. That is an 8 damage. Piercing.
Understood. The Mareji doesn't seem overly affected by your crossbow bolts. They're definitely hitting, and it's definitely getting hurt by them, but it doesn't seem overly concerned.
Oh.
It doesn't seem to be like overly not bothered, but
Before I leave, I would like to pat Peleus on the back and say, "Good show, keep it up. Target the leaders," and I'll give him a bardic inspiration.
I'll allow that.
Before I leave.
Yeah. You have enough stuff with your
and I end my
action
turn.
economy?
Yeah. It's a bonus action.
Okay, cool. It's Vazirai's turn next.
Okay, so after that shit show, holy shit. She is going to decide, okay, well, there's obviously ramparts now, apparently.
That's my bad for not drawing him in, I apologize.
I am going to go ahead and drop my sword again. And I'm going to go ahead and go pick up the torch that I dropped. That shouldn't cost any action. And I'm going to see, how can I get on the rampart?
They're easy to climb. You just
move any further away, or are you still just floating 20 feet in the air? Seeker.
I'm at the level of the roof that I was on, whatever.
Vazirai, there's a number of access points, so you're able to easy climb up.
Okay, I'm gonna go
going, Vin.
here, and I'm going to drop the torch over the wall.
Okay. You
That
drop the torch over the wall.
Okay, there should be a torch down there. Hopefully it repulses them.
Okay.
I don't think that costs an action.
I'll say it won't.
Okay. I am going to cast Create Bonfire on that target.
Okay.
And I'm going to engulf him in fire.
How exciting.
God damn.
And let's see. He must make a dexterity saving throw.
Dex.
He is standing in the fire.
Here we go. Ooh. Oh, sorry. 19 plus. It's a regular ghoul, right?
No, it's the
the Moreji. Okay, so that's a 22.
Damn. Yeah, he passed that.
Didn't take any damage?
I don't think so, no.
Boys, enough. Thank you.
Yeah, he's just standing in a bonfire right now.
Well, and hopefully he'll move out of the way. Hope. All right. Is there anything else you'd like to do with your turn?
I'm gonna bonus action again, and I'm gonna go ahead and, at least I think it's a bonus action, snap my finger and the weapon reappears in my hand. Just had to do that because I just needed a free hand. See, weapon bond. Yeah, bonus action. So yeah, just bonus action. The weapon appears right back in my hand. So that is all that Vazray does. There's a bonfire on this Miraji right here. If you have anything for that, cool. But otherwise, I'm going to put this coin under it.
Yeah, I don't think I have anything for it, so we'll just use it. Oh, we did the old switcheroo.
There you go. It is now standing in a bonfire.
Deadly. All right. And that's all you got for your turn?
That is all that Vazray does.
Okay, that means it's Peleus' turn.
Let me just do quick math. All three of these should be within 60 feet of me. If I have not fucked up my math. Also, Seeker, I'm sorry, but you might be taking some splash.
Okay.
Uh-oh.
I cast Fireball as a 6th level spell.
It's a 6th level spell.
Yeah, making the damage psychic. Oh, sorry, not psychic, force.
Oh. Force, Raj.
I hope Rabbit can take it.
Yeah, otherwise you're going to fall off the mount.
Okay. Well, I'll preemptively roll 4 dex saving throws, and you can, Vinshenzo, roll one for Rabbit as well.
Wow, that was I feel
Rules
cheated, but hey, rolls are rolls. It's 27 force damage.
27?
Yeah, I rolled a lot of low numbers.
That's shitty. 27, so this one killed the reinforcements. And then this one's...
Did any of them succeed on their save?
Yeah, 2 of them.
Well, I would like to expend a 1st level spell slot and my reaction to cast Silvery Barbs.
All right.
forcing them to re-roll, and then I will give Vinshenzo advantage on his next ability, attack, or saving throw.
Okay.
Okay. Well, Vin just got a 17 to save your against your fireball, and one of the Mereji has failed at save. However, another one is still succeeded despite your intervention. And Rabbit also takes 27 force damage.
Wow.
That's not fucking good.
No.
Rabbit even still alive after that?
Yeah.
Holy shit, okay.
Hell yeah. Yeah, and all three Mereji are still up, but they are noticeably battered. Which one was it? This one especially looking rough. Farthest to the right. Is that all is that everything you're doing, Peleus?
Yes.
Fuck yeah. Yeah, what a good turn. Alright, the Mereji are going to...
Hold on, can you type the failed and succeeded deck save damage so I can... Okay, Rabbit is at 32 HP.
This one's going to move 10 feet to the side of the bonfire so it's not burning anymore.
Damn.
Sorry, let me recalculate. 10, 15. Just going to move 30 feet this way and resurrect a ghoul. This one's going to go 5, 10, 30. Going to move farther back. And these three are do a great turn. 30. This one is going to dash into 35. 25. Getting away from all that explosion. It is Carlos's turn.
Hello.
Let's see if we can finish the turn. Oh yeah, we got this. Carlos, it's your go. Explosions.
Explosions. I'm not afraid of explosions. Yeah, I'm just gonna do what I did last time. Get ready and attack.
Hell yeah. Okay. That's all she wrote. So the ghoul wave is going to roll athletics. Wow, exact same result. So they continue to fail to climb up the walls, and they're still scrabbling and climbing over each other.
Hold strong wall.
Hold strong wall. It's a thick, durable wall. It doesn't seem to be under any stress from the weight of a couple dozen bodies at this point. Peleus has done a very good job. Like, I actually did the math while we were going through the combat round, and you've killed like most of the horde. At least half of the group died before they even got to the wall.
He is killing enemies, but he's also harming friendlies, which is also kind of a concern.
Yeah.
I don't know about that though. I'm so busy like bonfiring shit over here.
I was
don't
told
notice.
to keep doing what I was doing. It's not my fault he decided to get a little too close.
Okay, so at end of session, I would just like to quickly touch base with poor Nephis, who's been hanging out on the ship. You received this message about the Abbey being under siege.
Yeah. I said, fuck.
And you said fuck.
At least I'm fishing.
All right, so you're content just sort of continuing to fish. I guess it's like the middle of the night for you.
Yeah, there's not really much I can do.
You can do quite yet. All right.
Yeah.
Well, this is a good moment to wrap things up. We're 2 turns in. Actually, no, sorry. This is we're 2 turns in, and it looks like this small horde of ghouls is doing their level best to try and get at you guys. So we will pick things up again next week. Thank you all for coming out. I'm very excited to see how you untangle yourself from these nuisances.
They're
I'm gonna
nuisances.
save game. This is room 2-9 May.
Additional fireballs.
Did you have a chance? I didn't ask because it didn't come up. But did you have a chance to look at what I sent you?
I looked at the rule of full transparency of the whole group. So the rule that he sent me is cleave, which is one of the
Cleaving through creatures.
which is one of the things that is seen. I think you said it was through the DMG, and I remember seeing.
That's what I've heard, but I haven't looked into the DMG.
I don't remember what book it was that I looked at. I remember seeing something like cleave. Anyways, I read the rules as written in your post, and I like that. So what it is if you're fighting lower level / horde creatures, if you deal full damage to a creature, the excess damage will carry on to the next monster or the next thing in line. So when there are larger quantities of enemies, just like the ghouls here, I'll be putting that rule into effect. So you can actually not just overkill things all the time. You could kill more than one thing with one attack, which might be nice. Might help.
Definitely help Carlos, since
I think it'll help.
He just front loads all of his damage.
It'll help all of the martial characters who have to swing a sword and only kill one thing at a time versus Captain Fireball.
Captain Fireball.
I was considering, had they started breaking through the gates, I was just gonna freaking burning hands everything, just turn into a flamethrower.
Yeah, I'll do a little bit more work on that map. I have it saved so that I can continue working on it, and I'll see if I can make a little bit nicer one with all the ramparts and all that actual shit, and then I'll replace it cheekily before session time so that everybody's in the right place. Do that funny switcheroo that I always do. Remake Abby next week. All right. Well, that's all I got for you guys this week. Thanks for coming out. Cannot wait to see you again next Thursday.
Hell yeah, dudes.
I'm going to quickly off myself to sleep because I am now working at a factory for IBM.
Hell yeah, dude. Big ups.
Interesting.
Yeah, it's a good time. But it's an hour commute, so I get to leave at 5 in the morning. Or sorry, I get to leave at 6 a.m. Yeah. Anyways, with that being said, I'm gonna go get myself ready for work.
Good night.
Yeah.
Have a good night, everyone.
Night.